Lessening our dependence on import appears to be a dominating theme for the 2014 National Schools Science and Technology Fair. A number of projects seem to focus on reducing our reliance on imported fossil fuel. These projects were on show at the Derek Walcott Square during the annual Science Fair. Calabash community continues its visit to the National Schools Science and Technology Fair and its profile of the creative imagination of our young science students. Today we have yet another full range of ideas, from using neem soap to treat eczema to generating electricity from yeast, discarded cans and compost, and also making tasty snacks from local fruits and vegetables. But first, let us start with Toria Poyot of the Leon Hess Comprehensive Secondary School as she tells us about the eczema soap.
Science is the best tool ever devised for understanding how the world works.
Science is a very human form of knowledge. We are always at the brink of the node.
My name is Anisha Daniel. I am a student of the Choiseul Secondary School, and this year we present the project Yeast-Elec. Our project's main focus is to produce electricity from yeast left over from the brewing process. We simply took some yeast, a sample of yeast from the Windward and Leeward Brewery in St. Lucia, and then we added it to a medium of agar and jello, and then we noticed it gave out current readings. And then after our observations, we noticed that yeast, in fact, can produce electricity.
We want a little bit more on the experiment itself. How long was it? And then what exactly did you do it? How did you do it?
Okay, the experiment was done on a laboratory basis, so we did it within our school lab. It took us about 2 days practically to do it. So what we did, after we got the sample of yeast, we made a visit to the brewery, got the sample of yeast, and we mixed agar and jello with sucrose, and we allowed it to boil. So that took some time. And then after our observations, we noticed that yeast, in fact, can produce electricity.
My name is Toria Poyot and I'm from the Leon Hess Comprehensive Secondary School. Our project is about eczema. Our project name is Eczneema soap. The reason why we call it Eczneema soap is because the main ingredient is neem. We use neem along with other different essential oils to help come up with our soap. Oils like soybean oil, castor oil, coconut oil. And the reason why we wanted to make this soap is to show the public that you can find something to treat eczema at a relatively cheap cost, and that you can make it at home and it doesn't take a lot of time and you don't have to spend a lot of money. The material is found in St. Lucia. It's very easy. The neem plant is found and grown in St. Lucia, but the lye might be a little bit difficult to get. It's not as easy as the other ingredients. First of all, you boil the neem leaves. Then the water, you leave it there to cool, and you measure your oils and your beeswax. The beeswax is to help in the solidification of the soap. And then you put the mixture together and you mix it until you get a custard paste, a custard texture. And we use cornstarch and we use oats. Oats is to help with the exfoliation of the skin and to help it nice and soft. We have concluded that you don't need to spend lots of money. You can find local things around you in your environment to make something simple that actually works, which is our Eczneema soap.
My name is Karib Krishna from the Judge Charles Secondary School, and the name of our project is Waste Not Useful Sustainable Energy from Decomposition. The purpose of our project is to use a compost heap to generate a substantial amount of energy, which can then be harnessed to heat water. We started off by using a 120-liter garbage bin, plastic garbage bin that is, and we cut holes at the side of the bin for two reasons. One, to provide ventilation, and two, for water drainage. We placed stones at the bottom of our bin and a wire mesh on top of it to support the weight of our compost heap, and also to get it elevated to get a little bit more ventilated by the holes. We place dead grass on top of our wire mesh to prevent any solid particles from sinking to the bottom of our bin. Then we took some light peelings from our homes like cucumber peelings, carrot peelings, and also some heavy peelings like green fig peelings. The heavy peelings took longer to decompose than the others because they were thicker, so we had to cut them up so they can decompose a little bit faster. We also placed cow manure into our bin and also some earthworms. The earthworms will help us move around our decomposable products, and also they create little tunnels which can get our bin a little more ventilated. After 4 days, we dig a hole into the center of our bin so we can insert a bottle of water where we can measure the temperature of our bin. We tied a black bag around our bin for 3 reasons. 1, so we can take out our bottle easier. 2, to keep it clean. And 3, black conceals heat, but it also had a downside of releasing heat. So, as much heat as we were gaining, we were also losing heat. If we can get this project out on a bigger scale, like for example Sanders Grant, they can produce a lot of decomposable projects because they have a restaurant which gives out a lot of products.
Science is a collaborative enterprise spanning the generations. We remember those who prepared the way, seeing through them also.
We have more science projects to feature here on Calabash Community, including one where electricity is being generated from discarded cans and metals, and another making plastic from the peels of bananas and yams. Please stay tuned to Calabash TV.